I participated in the Clean Water Project, which essentially means we're going out to the batteys, and the batteys, to put this in layman's terms, the batteys are pretty much modern-day slave plantations. The people that live there are stuck there. A lot of them are of Haitian descent. They've crossed the border into the Dominican, hoping for a better life, and they probably have a better life than what they might have in Haiti. But the men are out in the fields, they're cutting sugar for about $5 a day. When they come back, where are they going to spend the money? They spend it at the company store. When all the sugar has been cut, then they can move along to the next plantation.
Batey is a name, is a community inside of the sugarcane fields. It's very rough life.
The thing that impresses me about the Bateys is the strong family unit that exists there. You go into one of the homes and you'll always find a wife, a husband, 2 or 3 kids, and if there's an older person that can't work, they're taken care of.
And so the objective with regards to the owners of these plantations is simply make the conditions good enough so that they can get the work done. There's nothing for these people to do, so you see all sorts of young children running around. They've started to institute schooling, and we see students with school uniforms on, which is a really nice sign, but still the conditions there are relatively deplorable.
What surprised me was the level of poverty in the Bateys. They really need help, and the thought that there's barely running water, but what water they're able to gather is full of bacteria. Looks clear, but is not potable. And how they manage to boil it, drink it, they're running a lot of risks and a lot of health hazards. So being able to help them was amazing.
We have another school that we just saw this year for children of La Romana that are underserved, that don't have much. 2 different campuses, 800 students on each campus, and they don't have clean water there. We don't ever think about not having clean water, but it's such a fundamental thing to having a sound existence.
Why I get invited to these things, besides my cheerful attitude and winning smile, it's because I have a big, broad back and I can lift heavy sandbags. The water filter project literally is a plastic giant water tank. It's really like a garbage can almost. And the water filtration project itself is you put a bag of rocks in the bottom, and then a bag of rocks on top of that bag of rocks, and then a 50 or 75 pound bag of sand on top of that. And it's a gravity filter, so when you pour the water in, it essentially gets pushed out, and over time this becomes clean water. Through about 5 or 6 days, actually within a week's time, they'll have clean water coming out of this. But those bags are heavy. And when they first approached me about coming down for the project, it was literally 70-year-old men telling me, we're going down to do this project for this water filter thing. We could really use a hand from somebody who could lift sandbags. And I thought they were joking at first, but they weren't. When we first started doing the project, I don't think people knew what was going on. But now that we go back to some of the same bateys and install more filters, people are there, they're waiting for you. They understand exactly what this has brought to their neighbors. And they are edging in, trying to see who's going to get the next water filter at their place. It's not so much that it's a status symbol, as it is a mark that they themselves were deemed responsible enough to have the water filter. Because when you put the water filter into the house, it's not just one family you're helping. All the families in the surrounding area are going to come over to that house and get the water now also.
There's over 200 of these Bateys around there. We haven't even scratched the surface.
And you know that you're really making a difference, not just on one person's life, but on a whole community.
Those projects are making a huge difference because we can serve a lot of people.
It's a great feeling to substantially and immediately change the way people live for the better.